Okay, supervision is perhaps the most important thing in bringing up children and preventing them from getting hurt. And just a couple of examples. If you're bathing an infant and the phone rings, it's an important phone call. You go to the phone, you leave the infant's 7 months old, you just learned how to sit. The infant's sitting when you left him in the bathtub. Kol beseder, everything's good, it's okay. And you get stuck on the phone. You keep talking, it'll be okay, we're sitting there, everything's all right. The 2-year-old is nearby, they can hear him, or the 5-year-old's nearby. God forbid these things happen. You come back in, the child's laying in a pool of water. It could be 1 inch of water, 2 inches of water, and they've drowned. Okay? If you get to them soon enough, within the first few minutes, Bezrat Hashem, they can be resuscitated. If you don't get to them soon enough, the worst outcome could happen. From simply going to answer the telephone. You could go to the door, and it's your friend, you start having a discussion, you're talking, you forget about the little one in the bathtub. You can't do that. Okay? Don't go answer the phone. Don't go answer the doorbell. Send someone else to do it. Or if you have to do it in 2 seconds, and that's it. Okay? It's simple, but these tragedies happen all the time. They're in the news. They're every single day. Cooking, okay, on a hot stove, or a blech on Shabbos, or whatever it might be. You know, children can get over to it. A 2-year-old, put their hand up and pull down, God forbid, a pot of hot soup on themselves and get 2nd and 3rd degree burns and wind up in a burn unit, which we'll hear about more later. Okay? If you microwave a bottle in a microwave, you may not realize it, but it could get extremely hot. The liquid, not the bottle itself. You have to be very careful and know about that. Candles, Shabbos candles, Hanukkah candles. There's a lot of problems with that. We'll hear more about that as far as burns go. Okay, preventing falls. People take an infant seat, they could carry it out of the car, they leave it on top of a high table, the baby's 8, 9 months old, starts to rock, you went into the other room, they fall off. The seat is very heavy, I have seen hundreds of cases like this, they land on their head. Okay? It's going to be a problem, because you shouldn't have left the baby alone on the seat, on top of something high. Okay? You need to leave them on the floor, take them out of the seat, and be careful. Maybe I shouldn't ask, but how many of you have baby walkers? Maybe don't even answer, okay? We shouldn't use baby walkers if you have any stairs in the house, okay? Because babies have been known to walk more than they could, you would think, and go over the stairs and fall and get hurt, okay? Baby swings can even be dangerous. If you have another sibling who's 5 or 6 year old, they decide to swing it very hard. The baby's here and the swing hits them in the neck. Such things have happened. If you don't supervise, it's a problem. Trampolines. Okay, I don't like trampolines. Children jump on trampolines, bounce off them, and fall onto the ground. They get a serious injury. Fractures, head injuries, things like that. The American Academy of Pediatrics says not to use walkers at all, to be extremely careful with swings, and doesn't recommend trampolines. Lately, there have been a lot of cases of children 2 years old, 18 months old, 3 years old, climbing up, you know, and it doesn't have to be a television, it could be a bookcase, it could be something heavy, and they pull it down on themselves. Okay? Bookcases should be made so that they stay onto the wall. It's good for earthquake prevention. People who live in earthquake areas know about this, but you can buy things to just kind of make it steady so it doesn't fall. Okay? But heavy objects can fall on children. Okay, so you need to supervise all the time. Okay, and supervision means really being there. Okay, it doesn't mean being 3 rooms away when little ones are playing. Okay, because they can climb up, they can do things, they don't know right from wrong necessarily. They're exploring the world, and these things happen, and it becomes a significant problem. Window guards. If you live in an apartment building, if you live high up at all, you need to have guards on your windows. Okay, often usually during the summer, we call them skydivers. They wind up going out a window. Okay, what a child couldn't do yesterday, assume that he can do today. Okay? If a baby couldn't roll over this morning and you put him on the dressing table, that'll be the day he'll roll over and fall on the floor because you leave them unattended. Child couldn't walk yesterday, today he may start walking and get into trouble. Okay? So you have to developmentally know where the children are at.